Hello, I'm Dino and welcome. This is a series that I'll be covering brilliant chess moves that happen in chess. And this is a game that happened between Gary Kasparov and Ian Nepomniachtchi in a rapid chess in St. Louis 2017, in which Ian won with black. Alright, we're gonna let this game start. I'm not gonna analyze the opening. We're gonna go through it. The black defense of choice was the Grunfeld defense. The 3 knights variation with the bishop on g7. Some exchanges happen in this game. Alright, we're getting close. Exchange rooks here. There we go. So, yeah, the move was 37, and black has a pretty comfortable position, has a pawn up, and the rook control is a very important central e file. Now white makes a move that seems pretty natural and doesn't seem to cause any harm to the white position, but Kasparov though was not happy with his position and he was shaking his head. He knew he's not looking good. He has like a pin the king on the g file. I guess the only thing good that comes is having his non-open file or non-open h file, but the position is like very favorable for black, but with the right play it can be drawed. It can be a draw for white as well, so it's not completely losing obviously, but this bishop on f7 is not a bad move unless black finds a brilliant move. So you can pause the video, I'll give you a couple of seconds and see if you can find it. Alright, let's see if you're a genius. So the move that Ian played was rook to e3, which is a genius move. At the first look you look like, hold on, doesn't just give the rook for nothing or for a pawn? So, well, after f takes e3, which was the move that was played in the game, then queen takes to, wait, I'm not supposed to move. Then queen takes to g3, and after the only move, wait, we cannot do that. Yeah, exactly. So after king to f1, f3, Gary Kasparov resigned. Why? Well, let's take a look. Let's analyze. Why is he in such a bad spot? Alright. So the threat here is the mate on g2 or the mate on e1. And there's no way that he can defend both checkmates in one move. And if he tries to go something like, I don't know, rook to g1, then yeah, the mate on e1 is coming. There we go. And if he tries to I don't know, go for queen on c2, the same thing happens. It's just gonna be mate on e1. You can't stop that. And if he tries to defend the d file, let me go back. And if he tries to go for a queen on d1, instead, then obviously the checkmate on g1 is happening. So, you know, instead, what white can do in this position is to sacrifice his rook on h7 with a move rook takes to h7, and after king takes to h7, white has to force the queen trade, otherwise he's getting checkmated. So queen takes to g6, and after queen takes to g6, bishop takes to g6, king takes to b6, king to f2, queen to king to f5, king takes to f3. We're in this ending game, bishop versus pawn, when it's easily winning for black, because after bishop to a5, e4, king to g5, bishop. Wait, yeah. I can't move 2 times, so let's just say play, yeah, king to e3, bishop to b2, and after going for e5, he takes. Black is winning because the pawn on a5 matches the color of the bishop in the corner. The bishop is in black square, so yeah, he's in black square in the corner of the table. That a5 we're gonna be promoted is also black, so that will take out the possibility of white drawing because he can't stay on the corner, therefore the pawn will be promoted. So this is definitely winning for black. So yeah, I guess that's like, you know, the only way that he can get out of the checkmates that are happening right now is with this rook taked on h7. Well, let's take the possibility of him even taking the rook, right? Let's just say he goes for queen on d1, then f3, king to g1, rook to e1 is winning the queen with a trade of the rook for black. And yeah, if he goes for wait, never mind. So if he goes for the same idea with the queen on d1, then f3 is coming. But now you go with the king on f1, then rook to e1 is also coming. And after queen takes on a1, you cannot go for, and bishop takes on e1, you cannot go for king take to on e1 because you're just gonna get checkmated. Yeah, and it takes out the hope to maybe get in a queen versus bishop and rook ending. So you cannot go for king to f1, and if he tries to go for, you know, instead of queen to d1, which didn't work with any of those 2 moves of the king, maybe you try to counterattack with ideas of checkmating the, let's just play a nonsense black move, let's just say a5, and then you go queen to c8, king to g7, queen to g8, and that's checkmate. But yeah, obviously he will not gonna play a4, and if you go for this idea, then this move is met with f3, obviously. And if you after you go to king to h2, queen to h7, king to g1, then you're just gonna get a back rank checkmated again there. So yeah, a brilliant move by Ian Nepomniachtchi, like this move on move 35. Rook to e3 is a brilliant move. They are very rare actually. I'm glad that I found it out against one of the greatest chess players of all time, Gary Kasparov. I played chess as a kid and I found some passion a while ago to start over with it. I hope you guys like my analysis. Wish the best. Stay healthy and see ya. Bye.